Hello, Governor. Welcome to Skid Base bonus pixel art stream. Today, we're gonna be doing some pixel art. We're gonna show you how the sausage is made, and maybe even be a little. Gonna break the illusions here. We'll show you what goes on behind the smoke and mirrors, behind pixel art and demon puppetry. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, as you can see from this top right corner, I use this program called ViadoTube. I've got this little thing over here. See this ViadoTube mini window? I add that as a source to my OBS when I'm streaming. And it gets fed into the source in the top right corner. So it's a little redundant showing it on both thingies. But ViadoTube is great. Yeah, let's just show you this a little bit. There's several different states, but I'm going to show you state number 1 first. It's all very simple. There's a frame for when I'm talking. So what I did for that is my head tilts back a little bit, my mouth flappies. But you may also notice that there's random eye blinks, and that is a feature of ViadoTube. There's a closed mouth image, open mouth image, but then there's a closed mouth image with blinking eyes, and an open mouth image for blinking eyes. So all this really just requires 4 frames of animation. Isn't it beautiful? Hey Bolka, how's it going? Welcome to the pixel art stream. Let me know if everything sounds good. I just put on some video game music in the background. You're listening to Marvel vs. Capcom original soundtrack. One of my favorite video game soundtracks. I used to put this soundtrack on all the time when making pixel art, just to get the right vibes. Everything is okay. That's good to hear. So I'm just talking about this here ViadoTube, the program I use for my VTubing. So this is the first state, normal talking state. There's closed mouth image, open mouth image, closed mouth blinking image, so when I'm blinking my eyeballs, open mouth blinking image. So that's the first state. And then I more recently made a singing animation. It is exactly the same thing as the other one, except my eyes are almost like X's for eyes to make it look like I'm belting. So there's that. So I have recently been working on my partner MG's talking animation. This is what I have so far. It looks pretty good. But I think there's some little subtleties I have to take care of still. I think the ear looks a little weird when their head wheels back. But I don't know, I think I might just be nitpicking. It looks fine actually. Something like that. Maybe I should have some extra pixels over here. I feel like this might make things look a little better. I don't know, actually. Sometimes I just feel like I don't want to mess with success. It already looks good. I could always change it later, but it looks pretty good for now. So what I have to add now is some blinking. But I think before that, I also want to like play around with this outer horn a little bit. And I think I know what I want to do here. I think I made everything a little backwardsy, so just like try inverting everything here. I think this is gonna end up making it look a little better. Or not. I'm just gonna fuck it up even more. See how that looks. Yeah, I actually don't like it. This is revert, Control Z, Control Z. That looks fine. If things bother me, I can always change it. It's not a big deal. I just feel like I'm missing something. Some colors look a little off, I guess. Anyways, let's look at mine to observe how I did. This isn't the one I want to look at, actually, not yet. Skid Avatar. This is the one. This is the way. Alright, so this blinking is just literally long horizontal lines. And I don't know why I have this going on right now. Wait, hold on. Sometimes when you play around with the V-attitude window, it shows this thing on top. Bolka in the chat says, Manhunt, it also has a good soundtrack, a dark horror ambient, and a few good songs good for parties, maybe? Really? Okay. A game called Manhunt has good party music? I believe it. Let's be honest, I think fighting games have good party music too. It's pretty much dance music. Never heard of Manhunt. What kind of game is that? I only know games that have pixels in it, not polygons. Pixels over polygons. Just kidding. All video games are beautiful. Okay, let's add some horizontal lines to MGs. And for reference, let's look at my horizontal lines. Whoa, that's way too tiny there. I also made that shine squeeze out to the sides a little bit. Bolka says that Manhunt is a game by Rockstar, the guys who made GTA. Yes, I'm very familiar with Rockstar, and it's like a slasher if it were a game. That's pretty cool. I actually love GTA. I played the shit out of GTA 3 back in the day. Not to age myself. Okay, so we've got eyes closed. So I feel like that's an easy one to do for MG here. So let's just copy the idle one. By the way, I'm using GIMP, GNU Image Manipulation Program, because it's free and I'm cheap. Also, fuck Adobe. Blink. Idle blink? Let's just call it blink. Doesn't really matter. And I just want to use mine as reference here. I think the horizontal lines are as wide as the eyeballs. Whoops. Yeah. And there is like a center, a vertical center to the eyelids too. And I feel like I just want it to be like, it's like for mine, the center of my eyelids is where like the bottom of my pupil is. And I think I'm gonna do the same thing for MG's avatar as well. Okay, so we got blink. I'm gonna use the thickest. It's gonna look weird for a while. Adorable. Excellent. This looks great. Looks like they're blinking. And I'm gonna squeeze the shine off to the side a little bit here. I'm not sure if that one makes sense. It made more sense for mine. Because it was like right next to my eye lines. Polka says that MG's avatar colors for some reason remind him of the flag of Ecuador. Ecuador, sorry. Interesting. You know what? I don't even know what the colors of Ecuador flag are. I'm gonna have to look that up. Ecuador? What kind of? It's the yellow and the red and the blue. I could see it. If the yellow were more prominent, MG just might be Ecuadorian. Just kidding, MG's Irish. I'm not sure. Maybe it should be one lower. Let's try it one lower. How's that look? I think I like the other one better, to be honest. Okay, let's move those horizontal lines more upwards, please. I kind of do like this, actually. We just need one line there. Can't really decide here. Maybe something like this. No, that makes even less sense. Doodly-doo! Would it be squeezing out even more? You know, I'm not even really thinking about like where the light is coming from, so I feel like one of them is what we need here. And this one will just disappear. It's kind of cartoony that it doesn't, though. I think we need it. Yeah. This is how we'll do it. Let's just follow the algorithm here. Looks pretty cool. I think so, thank you. Or are you talking about the Ecuador flag? Alrighty. So we got the blinking. Now we gotta add the blinking to the talking. And let's use mine once again for reference. So they're a little offset now, like one's higher than the others. But it still follows the bottom of the eyeball. Alright, so let's make a copy of talking with a blinking on top of it. So duplicate layer. It's called talking copy. Let's rename it talking blink. You're talking about MG avatar, but Ecuador flag is pretty cool too. Yeah, it's got great colors. MG colors. MG mentioned. This already looks like it's going to be a great singing animation. It's like they're all la. I had to sing. Alright, so let's add those lines. Just straight up horizontal lines. It will give depth because they're offset from each other. Here we go. Ready? Ready, Freddy? It's gonna look weird for a while. Wink. Wink, wink. Looks kind of weird. They do the same thing for mine. Yeah, the shine goes off to the side a little bit. Oh, that's interesting. My colors are different. The shine is different for eyes closed and... That's weird. Should I change that now? I need to update this. Anyways, it's not important for now. I don't need this one right now. Okay. I think that's fine. That looks great, actually. I wonder if I should add some shadows for the blinking, though. No, I think this is perfect. Excellent. Okay, so maybe we could create another... I definitely want to do a singing animation for MG. That's next. Boka says when MG has one half closed eye, looking like nervous or angry. That could be one of the emotions. Okay. So that's pretty good. Let's look at mine for singing now. Doodly-doo-doo. Did that not open it? Here we are. Okay, so maybe what we could do first before singing animation actually is let's make a little hold on, I'm getting a little crossed up here. Don't look at my secret files, please. Spoilers. I'm gonna look at my pixel art folder off to the other monitor for a while, just a second. I don't remember if I had to blow up the resolution. I don't think I did. Oh yes, I did. So it's 416 by 416. Okay. But what we're gonna do is create another instance of ViadoTube here. I know that you can save profiles, but I think we're fine because we have one up already. But let's just get rid of all this stuff here. Delete. Yes. So I'm gonna replace all of these with MGs. That might be a little weird. I'm gonna be possessing this demon for a while. State effects. Okay, so what I have to do is save all the respective thingies. So there is, what was it? Closed mouth image, closed mouth. Closed mouth. Oh wait, I gotta get rid of this palette first, actually. What's this even doing here? Just for the convenience of getting the appropriate colors. Okay, so we'll export this one and save it as MG closed mouth. And you know what? I should make a new folder for all these frames just to get things a little organized. ViadoTube. MG closed mouth. Export. Export, I say. Thank you very much. And then the next one is called Open Mouth. Oh, this isn't Open Mouth. This is Open Mouth. Oh. Open Mouth. Export, please. Thank you. Doodly-doo, doodly-doo. And then this one is called Closed Mouth Blinking. Closed Mouth Blinking. MG closed mouth blinking, and finally open mouth blinking. Open mouth blinking. Export, please. Alright, so let's replace all of these images in Viato-Tube. Replace image. MG portraits, Viato-Tube. So the first one is closed mouth. Kind of trippy for now. What was the next one? Closed mouth blinking. I think. It was open mouth. Oops. This is tripping me out. Open meowth. Meowth. And then closed mouth blinking. And then open mouth blinking. Alright. Wait, I think I got things backwards. Always blinking there. There we go. Alright, so now this looks great actually. I think we just need to make some singing animations now. MG doesn't want to open their eyes. Open your eyes, bro. Y'all gotta wake up. You know, the problem is, you gotta stop giving your money to the tools of techno-fascism. Instead, give your money directly to independent artists on Bandcamp Friday. Happy Bandcamp Friday, by the way. Follow my band, Calabio Twins, if you haven't yet. Tool mentioned. That's right. Alright, now let's look at my singing animation. Heh heh heh. It's not just any Friday. It's Bandcamp Friday. Okay, so these lines are... I need to open up the other one for reference as well. So these lines are like the same, I think. Except they also... So there are 3 high... Okay. I got it. I got it. This looks so funny. It looks like I'm constipated. You could put everything all in the same save file. I don't know why I made a different file for mine, but here we are. Okay, so we just have to copy Blink. Duplicate, please. Where's the duplicate button? There it is. So this one up here is not Blink copy, it's Singing Idol. Hello people in chat. Tool, the band that created one of the best forbidden bass lines in the universe. Which one is that? What are you talking about? Go something like this. How's that look? Yes. This is great. Schism, of course you are. It's Kimo! How's it going? You're back. If I've never heard of Moonhooch or Too Many Zoos, please give them a try. Are those bands? Also, how's it going? Happy Friday. Happy Bandcamp Friday. Eyes look like Aphex Twin logo. Don't sue me, Aphex Twin logo. Please. And yes, I will check out Moonhooch or Too Many Zoos, whatever that is. I'm assuming it's music. Alright, let me experiment with this a little bit. I wonder if this would look better. It might look better, actually. Oh, I can't really tell. That must mean it makes no difference. It makes no difference because it knocks you out your feet. Yeah. I think this is the way. Okay. And now we're gonna do one more of these. And how we're gonna do it is we're gonna copy the talking one. By the way, how's this look? Wow! Kimo says, yes, both are bands. The sound is primarily sax, trumpet, drum. You might think you don't like jazz, but dude, I did too, and I was wrong. I don't like jazz, per se. I just realized this is what I need to animate. Me using air quotes. Because I am doing air quotes right now, and you need my demon puppet to be doing air quotes. I definitely need a... Okay. Anyways. I don't like jazz, per se. But, I'm sure I'd like it. I like a lot of jazz-adjacent music. Like fusion. And I do like jazz. I like watching jazz performed live. I have even participated in jazz jams at some point in my life. And lots of my colleagues are jazz musicians. Jazz is cool, says Bolka, and when it's experimental, it's even better. Yes. Here's the thing though, most jazz is like slow, boring, just gonna be real. Moonhooch and Zoos plays like rock stars. It's a valid opinion. It's a wrong opinion. Just kidding. I just disagree that jazz is slow, boring. Because there's just so many types of jazz, and most of it is not slow. Especially from the beginnings, the early jazz stuff, like bebop and stuff. That's like thrash metal speeds sometimes. So it depends on where you're looking. You just have to find the right stuff. I ain't judging. Love is a Fist by Mr. Bungle, says Bolka. Everyone needs to hear this. Oh yeah. Or Carry Stress in the Jaw from Disco Volante. Well anyways, I do like jazz people that play like rock stars, so I think Moonhooch and Zoos will be worth a listen. Anyways, what was I doing? Oh yeah, X's for eyes. Actually, I'm going to copy this one. Because I already got my closed eyes over here for this frame. So let's duplicate this layer. This is called Singing Blink Copy. Well, actually, You don't have to say copy, it's just singing Blink. Silly. Yeah. Okay. Two to two. 2 to 2. 2, 2, 2. Oh, MG is gonna love this. It's a little weird so far because we're not done. 2, 2, 1. 2, 2, 1. Does that look weird? Maybe we're not done here. Alright, that's fine. Volka says, or Stub-a-Dub, or is it ska or circus music? I don't know. I'm not getting jazz vibes from Stub-a-Dub. It's a unique Mr. Bungle genre. It's definitely circus music. Kimo says they have so many good songs, but Candlelight by Moonhooch. I wish I could bake that song and eat into a cake and eat it. And eat it. That's amazing. Also, Ewi by Moonhooch. EWI, however you say that. That music video is unhinged, but I love it. Alright. I'll check out those two songs, Candlelight and Ewi. Thanks for the suggestions. I love new music suggestions, always. Alright, so we got 2 new animations here. Let's go save them. So we got Singing Idol. We want to call this one Singing Idol. Brilliance. And then we have Singing Blink. Singing Blink. Alright, so let's go back to this Viato tube. Let's add a new state by copying. We don't need these. Not yet. So let's remove these. Replace image. So we want this to be Singing Idol. And then this one is Open Idol. Or Singing Blinking. I'm getting all crossed up here with all the voids. Let's make a state shortcut here. I like to use caps lock. Okay. Oh, oh. Activation mode isn't on press. We want it to be on while pressed. So that's cool that there's all these different options, actually. I might have to do that for certain states. But singing makes sense for while pressed. So while you hold down the button, we will be singing. So let's go back to the default state. And then I sing. I like to sing. I am singing. Huzzah! Excellent. So we're done with MG's singing animation. We added blinking to the normal animation. And it's kind of weird. It feels wrong because I'm like possessing two entities right now. Isn't that weird? Pretty weird, huh? Kimo says Zeus and MH did a cool collab together. Oh, nice. It was called Nowhere Else to Go. I will look up their respective songs and music videos before I look up the collab. Unless it doesn't matter. Where'd the music go? Hold on here. Love this song. All right, so one other thing that I wanted to experiment with actually was, as you can see here, I am not using closed mouth blinking and open mouth blinking for the singing state because we're blinking already. But I think it would be funny if instead of blinking, like you see how the mouth is open a little bit? If like instead of blinking, the mouth like did like a little bit of like it opens a little bit more, so it could give some like animation depth to the singing animation, but like randomly, because it's interesting how Viato Tube works. The blinking happens at random. It's not triggered by like your microphone or anything. But I think you could change the blinking effects actually, like the rate at which it does it. Let me experiment here. Is it state properties? Blink interval, yeah. So it's between 0.75 seconds and 4 seconds. And then blink duration. So there's a lot of customization that you could do here. And it's per state, so we could adjust it accordingly for singing. So let's do that. I think I'm going to do that for MG's singing animation. Kimo in the chat says, hope you like them. They gave me suggestions. She gave me suggestions for some music. So there's... I forgot what MH stands for. Moonhooch. Moonhooch and Zoos. That's Z-O-O-Z. I will check them out later. And they also, she also says, use guys' avatars remind me of those little imps from the Disney Hercules movie. I love it. Oh, like the character that Danny DeVito plays? Is that what you're talking about? That gives me some form of non-binary validation, actually. We're just weird little guys. Thank you for that. Okay, so let's try this, like... This is technically the blinking. But it's only for singing, mouth open. So I think it would be interesting if we, like, added an extra frame here to... Okay, I'm just gonna duplicate this and make mouth a little bit bigger. Maybe something like this. Yeah, this would have to go out a little bit more. Huh. I think this line got to be bigger as well. Might end up yak shaving a little bit here. I'm not sure if this is the move. We'll experiment. Let's just try this out. Let's see what it looks like, and then we could make some edits beyond that. Okay, so this is singing. Blink 2, I guess. I don't know. This isn't really. This naming convention doesn't make sense. Don't worry about it. The point is, there's a second one. So we're gonna go back to Viatotube here. Go back to that singing state, and then add a mouth open blinking image, and that's gonna be the second one. So singing blink 2. It's not happening often enough, so I feel like there should be more blinking for this singing state. So it's not between 0.75 and 4 seconds. It's going to be more like 0.75 and 1, maybe. It's just like, we want this to happen all the time. So it's like, oh! That's pretty good, actually. But maybe the duration could be shorter? Okay, let's try this. Maybe we should. Oh, I feel like maybe the jaw should go like up and down a little bit. This is so weird. All right, let me do a little bit more experimentations here. Hold on. Yeah, I'm feeling that the jaw should go down a little bit, so let's try that. It's too hard. Maybe I won't do this. I could cheat a little bit. Hold on. It's gonna look a little wrong for a while. Don't worry about it. We just need to add a little black background here. Okay, let's see how this goes. This looks pretty good, actually, and I just have to fill in the blanks. Bolka says, like MG singing when asleep. It will look better in context. I promise you. This is so bizarre. I need one more pixel right here. It's so subtle, but it makes such a difference because of the resolution. The shadows look a little weird here. There you go. I'm really liking this. This is so stupid. I'm sorry. Whoops. Sometimes I undo too much. Too much. Alright, this is looking great. Let's export this one. And I'm gonna do one for me as well. Add an extra frame just for a little bit of pizzazz. It looks weird, like, out of context, but... Oh, maybe I should add, like, a tongue or something. Oh, you know what, though? I have a different color for inside my mouth. Maybe it doesn't matter. We're nitpicking here. It's fine. Alright, let's go back to Viato Tube. Oh! Gotta replace that image. Image. Replace image. Amazing. I love it. Alright, ship it. Okay. And now that we're here, let's work on ours. And by ours, I mean mine. I meant the royal we. I mean they. Okay, so eyes closed, mouth open. Duplicate, please. So everything just went out by one. This one's easier. Or so we think. I mean, some of the lighter. I'm having so much fun, you guys. I need one more line down here, I think. Methinks. That looks weird. because we need lines all over, that is why. Kimo says, also kind of reminds me of South Park characters a little bit. You know what? I was actually inspired by Terrence and Philip from South Park because I'm not as exaggerated, but I love how they just have like 2 frames of animation, but then they're like the top half of their head just like cuts in half to like open up like a little puppet. Like so. Like there's like a little tilt head back. I think I exaggerated it a little bit more for MGs, to be honest. Their horns have more of an angle and wheels back. Great observation. South Park was definitely part of the influence here. Is this it? Did I just do it? This song blew my mind when I first heard it. It's like, oh, there's singing in a video game. Interesting. A video game song. Nice little J-pop song for the character Roll from the Mega Man series. Secret character. Love to see it. Okay, let's export this. Skid singing, mouth open 2, I suppose. You know what? I never had to blow up the pixels because ViadoTube does that itself. I think it has a pixel option as well for the states, so it doesn't make things blurry. They know their audience. Actually, let's take a little pixel break, and I wanted to show y'all a little bit about ViadoTube here, because it's great. I love it. Actually, I like this other website for your ViadoTube Mini, the itch.io page. Look at this greatness. So, oh, here it is. Looking for the full version, visit our website. So this is what I used for my my VTuber thing. These demon avatars you see in the corner. I guess they're working on like a full version. I don't really know what the difference is, but it is great. Okay, first of all, ViadoTube. What does that mean? There's like literal definitions here. ViadoTube. Noun. A collection of tools of virtual puppetry made by Omiwi and Bella. Bella! And I love that they use the word virtual puppetry as well. But what does viado mean? It's a noun, an adjective. 1. Dear in Portuguese. 2. A slang in Portuguese to refer to gay people, commonly spelled as viado. Not sure if it's viado or viado. And then number 3, this is what really gets me. Just a little guy. And it's crazy because when I first started using ViadoTube, I didn't realize that there were like queer like implications. How appropriate. And I literally just said I identify with being just a little guy. So this is amazing. Select your microphone, add a couple of images of your character and you're set. Add some spice to it. Add additional images for eye blinking. Use animated images like GIFs. Let your avatar shake or jump when they talk, all in one screen. Add more states. Use unlimited additional slots for different expressions and switch between them through shortcuts using your mouse, keyboard, gamepad, MIDI controller, etc. It's integrated. Use devices like the Stream Deck or write your own WebSocket client to control states and push-to-talk settings. I don't know what any of these words mean. I know about Stream Decks, but what's a WebSocket? I never figured that out. I always see it in like documentation for things. Well, actually, let's see what the full version has that's different. Make avatars. Create dynamic 2D avatars by connecting sprites together and applying different effects and behaviors to them through our node system. Use avatars. Create a scene. Import avatars. Attach accessories to them. Use our node system to control them however you wish. And integrate with OBS or any other streaming/recording program. Bring your own input. We got support for cameras, microphones, mice, keyboards, gamepads, MIDI controllers, WebSocket clients. Again, with this WebSocket client, what the heck does that mean? Compatible with other programs, you can create, edit, and use Beatitude mini avatars. You can also use and convert avatars from Honk, and PingTuber Plus. More coming soon. We're developing new tools for collabing, more program integrations, scripting, support, and maybe even more? Question mark. Kimo says, I just got a Steam Deck last year during the holiday sale, and now I'm really glad I did. My BF says they're getting hard to find now. Lucky you. Happy holidays to that. I have never used a Steam Deck, but that's what MG uses to play Stardew with me. I think they also play Fields of Mystria and Hollow Knight on it. From what I understand, it's just like it's like a Switch, right? A Nintendo Switch that plays Steam games. You'll have to see that. Okay, let's look at this documentation. We don't have to look at this right now. I just wanted to show you. I really just wanted to show you all the the definitions here. Like, this is great lore, great marketing. They know their audience. I didn't even realize I was the audience until after I was using it. Anyways, let's go back to Beatitude. Okay, so for my singing animation, I want to add an extra blinking here. MG Portraits, Skid. Let's see if this works. The blink interval was going to be smaller here. And for shorter. La, la, la. It looks kind of weird. La. This would be longer. La. Whee! Alrighty then. Well, that was good. That was good work. Whoops. Whoops! What am I doing? What's going on? Saved. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Kimo says, yeah, my BF encouraged me to get one because he's able to share all his games with me, so I had a ton of games on it right off the bat. Excellent! It's free real estate. Free real estate, really. Okay, so I've been streaming for about an hour. I feel like mission accomplished. I did the singing animation for MG's avatar. And I even did like a bonus frame for my avatar. So that's good. I don't know how to get this window size out of the way. I don't know why that always appears. Oh, I got it. I just have to click in the window. Okay, so other emotions I want to portray through my virtual puppet is anger, heart eyes, air quotes. What else? I don't know what to do next. I feel like what would be a funny angry thing? Could be similar to singing. Like my eyes are all like closed. Just thinking out loud here. Maybe we could just try it out. I should be turning red though. That was the idea. Okay. La. Okay, MG is gonna love this. Does anyone have any questions before I cut the stream? I think that's it for today. Thank you all for stopping by to hang out while I work on this. It's always more fun to work on stuff when there's people to hang out with. You know what? That's not even always true. It's true sometimes. It's true now. And that's all that really matters. Right now. So I got a busy day today. Well, it's not that busy. I gotta do some practicing today. This is literally the end of the puppet show. Is that what you've been referencing this whole time? I know you're referencing Mr. Bungle, because Mr. Bungle referenced. But is it because I'm a literal puppet? I'm a puppet, literally. I don't know the words to this song. Nice hanging out, says Kimo. Don't forget to check out Moonhooch and Too Many Zoos. I won't, but thanks for the reminder. Thank you, Bolka. Cool animation. Mission accomplished. Indeed. Maybe I am a master of puppets. Well, I'm no less Claypool. But I can't play it on the bass. Maybe I should audition for Metallica. What do you think? Alright, let's enter the demon cam here. Alright, just some bookkeeping before I end the stream here. If you haven't checked out my band Calabio Twins, we're on Bandcamp, and today is indeed Bandcamp Friday, meaning that all proceeds of buying albums, singles, donations, merch, sales, etc. all the proceeds go directly to the artists on special Bandcamp Fridays such as this. Usually, Bandcamp receives a cut of all sales, but on Bandcamp Fridays, artists such as Calabio Twins receive all of the proceeds. So happy Bandcamp Friday. I'll see you again tomorrow, probably. We'll see what happens in terms of Twin Tuesday. We have talked about playing fighting games on Saturday mornings, but we also have a client coming in the early afternoon, so I'll have to check in with the twin about that. Definitely will be streaming. I think I might do a Stardew stream on Saturday night. We'll see what happens. It depends on what's going on. Sunday is pretty free, so I'll probably have a bonus Stardew stream as well. I will definitely see you once again for Stardew Wednesday featuring MG. And we got these new animations for MG over here, so get hype for that, why don't ya? Get hype, why don't ya? Alright. See you next time, everyone. Have a good Friday.